Title of this project is going to be Watercress. And this is the front yard, which we're just going to leave as is, kind of a staging area for materials. And we've got some trees here. And what we're really looking at, though, is this ditch entrance right here where we're getting some erosion. And so we'll start at the beginning of the issue, which is right here, which we have some obvious erosion issues. And this is coming from this long stretch of depression where when it rains, we've got literally a stream coming through this. So let me pull up here and we'll get a better look at this erosion issue. Now that's going into the culvert which goes under the road, but obviously we've got some real wear here, and so you can see where the flow of the material is causing some erosion here. And so this is all, and I'm walking up into this depression here, but it does have a fair slope on it as well. So what the plan is that we're going to make a number of flats like patties, and with weirs trapping the water up onto this area. And there's a pipe that goes under the yard that was supposed to drain this area, and the problem actually is up on the neighbors. This entire area is a huge drainage field which goes right down to this spot, and the overflow drain also doesn't work as planned, because right off of it we have a bunch of erosion happening from water flow out of it right around this pipe inlet. And it's not because the pipe is clogged. So what this needs to be done here is to set up an overflow that's about level with that, so that when there's so that most of the water hopefully will go into this pipe, but any that doesn't will go down through a series of flat ponds down this slope, which will go between this tree stump, which they had this spruce was dying probably because of wet feet on the right hand side. We got some mushroom spawn on order for that, but you can see the middle of that slope where if the road is level, you can see where the depression is. So right across the end of that is where we're going to put a dam, if you will, with rock to prevent erosion, and a series of these flats coming up this slope. And I'm going to have some machinery come in here do this. That'll be nice. One day of having a digger will save me about a month of digging on this, and do all the hard part all done in one day, and then I'll be able to get at the fun part, which of course will be shaping and planting and all of that stuff. So that is the initial evaluation. And I've got the old garden over here, and the client has set up now all of this is sloping down this way, right? So you can see where they've got some nice stone with a raised bed up here along the house, but the person who dumped this material in here neglected to inform them that it was actually filled with rubble. So they've been picking out rubble. As you can see, all of this is all rubble and rock that has come out of this material, and there's more in there. So but this will be a nice large bank. We'll take these two drains off of the house here, and those will get aimed out using non-porous tubing and then flow out between these rocks where there's open gaps in this rock, and those tubes will get buried underneath this raised bed here, and then this whole thing will eventually be shaped and planted up. This is a black walnut tree here that is of course causing the area underneath it to be subjected to black walnut dropping, which is keeping it from really being very good for lawn or anything else really. So this is all going to get built up, and you can see that where there's an obvious slope off the downside of this tree, and where these ponds that I'll plant flats full of watercress is all going to go in right here. So this is going to have a series of stepped ponds that go down to the end and drain out.